What if Tanjiro went against both demons and the Demon Slayer corpse? Sometimes destiny doesn't break you in one blow. It kills you piece by piece, until all that's left is something unrecognizable. The story begins like the original, Tanjiro climbing down the mountain to sell charcoal, returning to find his family slaughtered. But this time, things go differently. When Tanjiro finds Nezuko still breathing, he clings to hope, the same fragile hope that would have saved them. He carries her through the snow, desperate, slipping, begging the heavens for mercy. But instead of Giyu Tomioka, it's Sanemi Shinazugawa who finds them. The wind Hashira, impulsive, unforgiving. A man who's seen too much blood to believe in sympathy. He doesn't see a boy and his sister. He sees a demon and her accomplice. Tanjiro screams, pleads, tells him she's still human, but Nezuko's fangs glint under the sun, and that's all Sanemi needs. No hesitation, no warning. The blade flashes faster than Tanjiro's eyes can follow, and in the next heartbeat, Nezuko's head falls into the snow. The world falls silent. Tanjiro freezes. His breath stops. His soul fractures. Sanemi sheathes his sword, muttering, "Mercy is weakness," then turns and walks away, leaving Tanjiro kneeling in the crimson snow, holding what's left of his sister. That night, something inside him dies too. The kind boy who smiled for his family is gone. What remains is a silence deeper than grief, the birth of a storm. That was the day Tanjiro Kamado stopped being a victim and became a curse. Grief makes you cry, but hatred makes you move. Days pass, or maybe weeks. Time loses meaning. Tanjiro wanders the mountains alone, silent, numb, carrying Nezuko's broken hairpin in his fist until his skin splits and bleeds. The villagers whisper about the boy who lost everything. They offer food, but he refuses. They offer help, he walks away, because in his heart something has changed. He no longer blames fate. He blames them, the Demon Slayer Corps, the so-called protectors of humanity, the ones who slaughtered his only remaining family before his eyes, and the demons, the monsters who started it all. In Tanjiro's mind, they're two sides of the same blade. One kills for hunger, the other kills for pride. Both destroy families. Both deserve to burn. He trains alone. No mentor, no guidance, no breathing form passed down. Just rage, pure, raw, unrefined. He punches trees until his knuckles break. He runs through storms until his feet bleed. He learns to hold his breath for minutes under freezing waterfalls, not for strength, but to numb himself to pain. The gods watch. The mountains whisper. Even nature seems to shudder as he moves. He's no longer training to survive. He's training to end everything. And deep within his pain, he swears one truth. If demons can evolve from hatred, then so can I. One night he carves his first blade, crude, blackened steel forged by his own hands. And as it gleams in the moonlight, he whispers, "For every life stolen, I'll take 10. That's the moment Tanjiro Kamado dies. And the ghost of the mountains is born, a demon slayer who hunts both sides. Legends don't always rise from glory. Some are born from vengeance, sharpened by the cold silence of loss. Months have passed. The snow has melted, but Tanjiro's heart has only grown colder. Whispers spread among travelers of a masked wanderer seen hunting demons without a corp uniform, without backup, without mercy. A boy who moves faster than sight, whose blade cuts through both monsters and demon slayers. They call him the ghost of the mountains, half myth, half nightmare. He doesn't use any known breathing style. His movements are erratic, primal, like an animal fueled by pure instinct. But when he exhales, the air itself seems to tremble. He created his own art, wrath breathing, a technique born not from discipline, but pain. It tears his body apart, shreds his lungs, burns his muscles, but he doesn't stop, because he doesn't fight for peace anymore. He fights to balance the scales. One night, Tanjiro finds a demon feeding on a family, the same scene he once lived through. But instead of rushing to save, he waits. He watches. Then, as the demon finishes its meal, he steps from the shadows. Satisfied? That demon asks Wa, "Who are you?" He says the mistake you made last. One slash. Silence. Blood evaporates in the night air. But when a group of demon slayers arrives thinking they've found an ally, Tanjiro turns on them too. They barely see his face before he vanishes into the mist, leaving behind only one message carved into a fallen tree. No one is innocent. That's when Kagaya Ubuyashiki hears the rumors. A rogue slayer with unmatched technique. A boy with eyes like death itself. He orders the Hashira to find and capture him alive, but they don't yet realize the ghost they're hunting is one of their own. Vengeance doesn't need a side, only a reason. When justice becomes corrupted, vengeance becomes holy. The Corps finally makes its move. Under Ubuyashiki's quiet command, 3 Hashira are sent to capture the ghost alive. They think it's a rogue slayer gone mad. They don't realize it's Tanjiro Kamado, the boy whose hope they murdered. It's nightfall. Rain pours over a mountain village as villagers flee into their homes. Thunder rumbles, and in the middle of the storm stands Tanjiro, silent, hooded, his blade drawn. Sanemi Shinazugawa is among the trio, the very man who killed Nezuko. His sharp eyes narrow, recognizing the boy. "You're still alive," Tanjiro coldly says. "Alive? You killed that part of me long ago." The rain grows heavier. Thunder cracks. In an instant, chaos erupts. Tanjiro moves first. No warning. No breath-style name. Just pure speed. His blade meets Sanemi's wind head-on. A clash so fierce it shatters trees. The other Hashira jump in, Obanai Guro and Tengen Uzui, their coordination perfect. But Tanjiro is no longer human in movement. He reads every step, every breath, every twitch of muscle, like instinct. It's like he feels their intent before they act. Wrath breathing forth forms silent storm. A technique so violent it cuts without sound, rain freezes midair as shockwaves explode. Tengen's blade cracks. Obanai's whip sword is ripped from his hand. And Sanemi bleeds. His eyes widen. Impossible. That rage, what are you? Tanjiro's reply is almost whispered. The result of your justice. Before the final strike lands, lightning flashes and Tanjiro vanishes into the forest mist. All that's left behind is a single line carved into stone. Demons kill for hunger. Demon slayers kill for pride. I kill for truth. That night, the Corps brands him a traitor, a danger to both sides. But among the slayers, some begin to whisper differently. Maybe the ghost isn't our enemy. Maybe he's the only one brave enough to see we've become what we hunt. A rebellion doesn't start with armies. It starts with one man who refuses to kneel. Hatred can twist even purity into something unrecognizable. But sometimes, it also forges gods from broken men. Word spreads fast, a mysterious slayer who doesn't belong to the Corps, doesn't follow Muzan, and yet hunts both with terrifying precision. Demons whisper his name in the shadows. The Red Ghost. They say his eyes glow crimson when he fights, not from demonic blood, but from sheer rage burning in human veins. Tanjiro now moves from village to village, slaying demons before the corpse even arrives. But unlike the others, he doesn't kill with judgment. He kills with understanding. Before striking, he always asks one question: do you regret it? If the demon hesitates, he ends it quickly. If they mock him, he makes them suffer every scream they ever caused. Over time, the demons start to fear him more than Hashiras. Because when Tanjiro fights, there's no light, no warmth, just inevitability. The calm of a storm right before it erases everything. One night, as he finishes off a high-ranking demon, Akaza appears. Not to fight, but to observe. You fight like me, Akaza says. With conviction, but without reason. Why do you hate both sides? Tanjiro, because both create orphans like me. Akaza smirks. Then maybe you're closer to us than you think. Tanjiro's eyes narrow, no anger, no fear. Just quiet disgust. No. You're all still running from pain. I learned to breathe through it. He cuts Akaza's arm clean off in one motion, but instead of finishing the fight, he walks away. Akaza watches him go, and for the first time in centuries, feels fear. That night, demons begin to avoid villages where the Red Ghost was last seen. Even Muzan hears rumors. A rogue hunter killing upper moons, moving without pattern or motive. A human who rejects both gods and monsters. And for the first time in 1,000 years, Muzan Kibutsuji feels threatened. When a man stops choosing sides, he stops being part of the story and starts rewriting it. When fear spreads, truth becomes the enemy. By now, the Demon Slayer Corps and Muzan's forces share one goal: destroy the Red Ghost. For the first time in history, both light and darkness agree on one thing: Tanjiro Kamado must die. Hashiras think he's become something inhuman. The demons whisper that he's a curse sent to erase them all. But neither side understands the truth. Tanjiro doesn't crave blood, he craves balance. Kagaya Ubuyashiki organizes an emergency council. The wind, sound, and love Hashira all present, and the tension is heavy. He's targeting both sides. Tenjin says, "It's chaos." "No," Sanemi growls. "It's revenge." Then perhaps, Ubuyashiki murmurs, "Revenge is what we created." Before the meeting ends, they make the call. The ghost is to be executed on sight. At the same time, Muzan sits in his endless darkness, listening to reports from his upper moons. Even Kokushibo admits with unease. He cuts with no style, no pattern. His blade follows only emotion. Even my eyes struggle to predict him. Muzan's lips curl into a twisted smile. Then bring him to me alive. I want to know what fear tastes like in a human who dares to defy both heaven and hell. The next night it begins. A hunt on two fronts. The Demon Slayer Corps scours the forest while demons crawl from the shadows, drawn by Muzan's call. Tanjiro stands at the center of it all, alone, at the edge of a burning village, his sword resting on his shoulder, his eyes glowing like dying embers. "You all finally agree on something," he mutters. Pity it's too late. When the first wave comes, it's chaos. Corpse blades and demon claws clashing against each other, mistaking allies for enemies, while Tanjiro moves through them like a phantom. Every strike he lands is precise, not to kill, but to expose hypocrisy. A demon slayer who hunted for pride, he spares not. A demon who fed without guilt, erased. He becomes a force of judgment. By the end of the night, silence falls. Bodies, human and demon, litter the ground. And Tanjiro stands at the center, blood dripping, whispering, "Now you all look the same." Somewhere far away, Ubuyashiki opens his eyes in fear. He's not hunting us for revenge anymore. He's cleansing us. Once you become the balance, you no longer need mercy. Even a monster remembers warmth, if only through the scars it left behind. The sun rises over a battlefield of ash and silence. Tanjiro stands motionless, his howry torn, the blood of slayers and demons painting his blade. His eyes, once filled with kindness, are now dull, unreadable. But as the light hits his face, something strange happens. A soft scent drifts through the air. Sandalwood, herbs, rice, home. He freezes. That scent, it's the same one Nezuko used to carry when she'd cook with their mother. He turns. And there she stands, not Nezuko, but Kanatsuyuri, her sword lowered, her expression unreadable. "So it's true," she whispers. "You've become everything you swore to destroy." Tanjiro quietly, "You shouldn't be here. Neither should you." There's no hostility, only tension heavy enough to choke the air. Kanao steps closer, eyes glistening. "You think this pain makes you pure? Nezuko wouldn't have wanted this." Tanjiro's jaw tightens. "Don't you dare say her name." The wind stirs, cherry blossoms scattered by blood. Kanao doesn't raise her sword, she only asks, "Do you even remember her face anymore?" For a moment, silence. Then Tanjiro laughs, quietly, bitterly. "No. All I remember is Sanemi's blade." Kanao's eyes widen, and in that instant, she finally sees what he's become. Not a demon, not a slayer. Something in between, a man consumed by his own justice. But before she can speak, Tanjiro sheathes his sword and walks past her. "Leave. Tell them the ghost doesn't exist anymore. Only his purpose remains." Kanao turns, tears falling silently. "You still smell like sunlight, Tanjiro, but your soul already burns like night." He doesn't look back. That night, as the sun sets again, Tanjiro sharpens his blade in silence. Kanao's words echo in his mind, but he buries them under the weight of his vow. No side deserves forgiveness. Not until they all fall. The last thread to his humanity didn't snap, it just started to burn. Even monsters fear the unknown. and nothing is more terrifying than a human who stops fearing death. Tanjiro's name spreads, not as a rumor now, but as a warning. Entire demon hideouts disappear overnight. Corpse squads vanish without traces. Upper moons whisper to Muzan that the red ghost is not a human anymore, but an omen. For the first time in centuries, the Demon King feels interest, not rage, not caution, curiosity. Inside his shifting, endless labyrinth, Muzan stands before the upper moons. His voice is calm, smoother than poison. You all fear a child with a broken heart. How disappointing. But behind that smile, his eyes are sharp, calculating. Kokushibo kneels. This boy, his movements, they do not follow logic. He is forging his own style born from hatred. Akaza adds, visibly uneasy. He dodged my techniques, not by instinct, by understanding the intent behind them. Doma laughs, but even he doesn't hide the tremor in his breath. Muzan turns away. Bring him to me alive. I want to see the shape of a human who rejects both predator and prey. A creature free of fear, free of loyalty, free of purpose except destruction. But the upper moons hesitate. They don't want to face Tanjiro again. Not after feeling the weight of his resolve. Muzan's smile fades. Very well. If you won't hunt him, I will. Meanwhile, Tanjiro feels something. A chill deeper than any winter wind. A presence heavier than any demon he's faced. The world grows quiet, unnaturally still. He steps forward, gripping his sword. So, you finally noticed me. The trees darken, the moon dims, and in the shadows ahead, a figure emerges, calm, elegant, cruel. Muzan Kibutsuji, Tanjiro Kamado. Muzan says softly, tell me, why do you kill your own kind? Tanjiro's eyes narrow. You think humans and demons are different? I learned the truth. Monsters are born from hunger and from pride. A slow smile spreads across Muzan's face. Not mocking, impressed. How fascinating. You stand alone, against the world. Tanjiro raises his blade. No, I stand above it. Muzan steps forward. One step, and the entire forest seems to bend. Show me then. Show me the strength born from losing everything. The king of demons finally met the ghost, who rejected both crowns, and thrones began to crack. When a man walks alone long enough, even gods start watching. The moon hangs red over a battlefield that shouldn't exist. Demons, demon slayers, and one man who declared war on both. Word spreads. Tanjiro Kamado is confronting Muzan himself. Both sides, terrified and furious, rush toward the same place. Sanemi, Obanai Mitsuri, and even other Hashiras who once despised him. They move under the same sky, but for different reasons. Some want vengeance, some want redemption, and some just want to see who survives. Tanjiro stands before Muzan, the smell of death thick in the air. Behind them, hundreds of demons lurk. In the distance, the demon slayer corps line up with swords drawn. A storm of blades and fangs waiting to explode. Muzan smirks. You see, Tanjiro, this is your dream chaos. No demons, no slayers, just instinct and death. Tanjiro's grip tightens on his sword, veins burning with purpose. You're wrong. This isn't chaos. This is balance. Everything paying for what it created. The ground cracks. Demons rush first. Course follow. It's no longer good versus evil, it's survival versus extinction. Tanjiro moves like something divine. His style is a mix of water breathing's grace, sun breathing's power, and something new, something born of pain. He calls it breath of ruin. Every slash bends the air. Every step shatters sound. He cuts through demons like they're made of memory, not flesh. And when a Hashira crosses his path, he doesn't stop. Those who chase justice without truth become demons in uniform. Sanemi faces him, screaming through blood and fury. You think you're righteous, Tanjiro? You've lost your mind. Tanjiro's answer is calm. Maybe, but at least I lost it on my own terms. They clash, win versus ruin. Sanemi's speed is brutal, but Tanjiro reads every motion, every intent. One final swing, and Tanjiro disarms him without killing. You're not my enemy. The world that made us fight is. Sanemi drops to his knees, eyes wide. For the first time, he understands. And then, Muzan moves, faster than lightning. His arm pierces through Tanjiro's chest. Your words mean nothing. In the end, you bleed like everyone else. Tanjiro smiles through the pain. Yeah, but even my blood burns brighter than your eternity. He twists his body, cutting Muzan's arm clean off with a move so fast it looks impossible. The core and demons stop fighting, watching in disbelief. The red moon flickers. The world shakes. And in that silence, the first tear in Muzan's perfect calm appears. For the first time, the Demon King felt something human. The battlefield is quiet. Ashes fall like snow. The demons have stopped moving. The slayers have stopped breathing. All eyes are locked on the two figures standing beneath the dying red moon, Tanjiro Kamado and Muzan Kibutsuji. Muzan's body trembles, regenerating faster than ever, his rage turning the air black. You think you've won, boy? You've killed your friends, destroyed your corpse, and still, you stand alone. Tanjiro wipes the blood from his mouth, his breathing slow, deliberate. Breath of ruin. Final form, the end of dawn. Alone is how it started, and alone is how this ends. Muzan's body splits into dozens of monstrous forms, each more terrifying than the last. Tentacles, claws, and faces of all the demons Tanjiro once killed, all screaming. But Tanjiro doesn't move. He lowers his stance, remembering his mother's voice, Nezuko's smile, his father's dance. You took everything from me, and still I thank you, because in trying to destroy my humanity, you made it unbreakable. The ground fractures. Light and darkness clash like two worlds colliding. Tanjiro's blade burns with every breath he's ever taken, every soul he's ever carried. Muzan lunges, monstrous, unstoppable, and Tanjiro charges, silent, eyes filled not with hate, but peace. The clash lasts only one heartbeat. Then, silence. Muzan freezes mid-attack. A single line glows across his chest, splitting wider and wider as his entire body begins to turn to ash. Impossible. I was eternal. Tanjiro looks up, exhausted but steady. Everything eternal forgets why it began. That's why it must end. Muzan's scream fades into nothing. The red moon turns pale. And for the first time in 1,000 years, the night feels clean. As dawn breaks, Tanjiro collapses to his knees. The Demon Slayer Corps arrive, battered, bloodied, and silent. Even Sanemi, kneeling before him, can't find the words. You did it. You ended it. Tanjiro looks at him weakly, smiling. No, I just finished what you all started. There are no heroes here, only survivors. He drops his sword, the hilt engraved with both the Corps insignia and the demon crest, fused by blood and time. Humanity was never meant to be divided by sides. We were meant to fight what's inside us, not each other. The sun rises, golden and quiet. Tanjiro closes his eyes one last time, whispering, Nezuko. I did it. The wind carries his words through the valley, a farewell from the boy who chose neither light nor dark, but balance. Tanjiro Kamado, the boy who lost everything, became the man who ended everything. Not through hatred, not through vengeance, but through the understanding that to destroy monsters, you must first forgive the part of you that became one.